Today we're going to try putting a little clover on some wheat ground, and we'll see how that goes. Oh, we've kind of rigged up this side-by-side this year to put clover on with. We've got a cedar mounted on the back, and this thing's got a little bit of a windshield to it, and a little bit of a cab. Might be a little warmer. We usually use the four-wheeler, and it has, if you've ever done that job, it can be quite chilly. So we're going to try this side-by-side. It's a little better for creature comforts. Anyway, we'll try to get her loaded up and get going here. Oh yeah. We got her loaded up here. Got some clover seed on, and got the side-by-side and cedar loaded on the trailer. Got her hooked on the old diesel. We're getting ready to go. Jared's gonna take off, and I'm gonna come with the other pickup. Try to pick up the pieces, I guess. Anyway, we'll catch you up there at the farm. Well, I was going to tell you a little bit about why we put clover seed on. We like to have something growing, and we do a couple of different things. We find, though, with clover, it's hard to grow a good crop of wheat and get clover both. If your wheat's a little thin, your clover comes, but we're actually growing it for the wheat, not the clover. But the clover, we put clover on because the roots go down and help break up any hard pan, and we need whatever organic matter we can get on this ground. We're farming some pretty heavy clay, and it could use a little help sometimes in the organic matter department. So what we're going to try to do today, we haven't done any clover for a couple of years. Last year our wheat was no good. It got drowned out, and we had a poor fall. Didn't grow all winter, and it died in the spring, and it was basically a crop failure. So no clover last year. So this year we're gonna put clover on maybe 150 or 200 acres and try it, and then the rest of our wheat, what we do is seed oats and peas, and we do that to get some roots down in the ground. And also we have a feedlot, and some of those oats and peas, we seed them a little bit heavier and fertilize them and spray them with fungicide, and we'll take them off and tube them and feed them to the cattle in the wintertime. Makes pretty good feed, and we think it's not too expensive because we've already got our wheat crop off. So I'm just heading out to the farm now. It's about 5 miles away from the plant where we're going to go, and Jared should be there when I get there, and we'll see how we make out putting this clover on. I was going to show you the wheat. It's just starting to grow. It's still kind of dormant, and in the next 2 or 3 weeks you'll see it start to come a little more. And then when it gets growing, we'll put a little nitrate on, and hopefully this wheat looks pretty good. We seeded this with a air seeder last year that we purchased, and it puts the fertilizer on with the seed. We put 100 pounds with the seed and then spread the rest ahead, and we think that that's maybe helps us a little bit. So hopefully we get a good crop here. I don't know. Yeah, this unit's got a windshield on it. Helps a lot. I used to put it on with the four-wheeler, and usually I'd end up with pneumonia when it was done. And there he goes. He's got a light bar in there, GPS light bar, so he can kind of keep track of where he's going. It's pretty hard when you get out in the middle of a field to know where you left off and where you're supposed to go with the next round. So the light bar helps quite a bit. When we started these videos, I said we were gonna... Where's that sun? There it is. I said we were gonna try to do a video, do one a week. And our second video is up already, and I want to thank everybody that's been viewing our videos. Got a few views. Don't be shy on subscribing to our channel. And we're gonna probably put 2 or 3 extra ones on this week, because got a little holiday coming up. When I say we, I mean Cameron. Cameron is my grandson. He's my editor. He edits these videos and tries to make sense out of them, which is a challenge, I know. And Cameron, he's in grade 10, and they have a week off here, so he's going to take off for a week, and so we won't be putting a video up till he gets back. I might be filming one, but we won't be getting her up on the channel, because as you can tell, I struggle to walk and talk at the same time, and me and computers, we don't get along all that well. I guess that's why I got gray hair. Anyway, we'll get in Gator here in a minute and go for a round. Yeah, this is a light bar. It kind of tells us where we are. We're on 25-foot centers. Pretty hard to tell when you're out in the middle of a 50-acre field where you left off. This kind of helps you. It counts the rows. Right now we're on row 4, so it works out pretty good. Actually, quite comfortable in here, isn't it, Jerry?
Oh yeah, it's really good. A lot better than a four-wheeler.
Oh man, a four-wheeler, you'd be freezing. Used to do this with a hockey or a snowmobile helmet on, snowmobile suit, and you can only stand to do it for about an hour. This is perfect. So the good folks at Honda, if you want to sponsor us with a new one of these, would be great. Like, we're not shy on that, you know. Quite often you see little wildlife back here, deer and whatnot. I don't know, they're probably still sleeping. We have to do this early in the morning while the ground's still froze, because it gets a little sloppy. The conditions here this morning are about as good as you're going to get. Wouldn't you say? They're perfect. Anyway, putting this clover seed on is kind of a, I don't know what you call it. It's a leap of faith, I think. About maybe 50% of the time it works out, half the time it don't. So, isn't that about right?
That's about right.
But if nothing else, it makes you feel like you're farming early in the spring.
Gets us on the farm.
Yeah, it gets us out here. Gets us out of the seed plant. Sometimes that gets to be tiring in there bagging feed. Well, that's working out pretty good back there on the farm. So I'm back in town again, getting a little more seed. We've got that just about used up. So Jared sent me in. There we go. That'll give us 28 bags to put on today. If that's not enough, I know my way back to town. Yeah, well, I'm back out to the farm, and it just shows you how plans can change. You know, a half an hour ago, we were thinking we were going to get another 50 acres done, but that sun's coming up. It's getting pretty warm here now, and maybe you can see. I don't know. It's hard to see, but it's starting to get a little bit muddy. And there's a few spots like this here where there's a little bit of water, and the ice is melting on it. And we don't want to make any ruts because we've got a pretty nice wheat crop here, and we don't want to mess it up. Jared's got another passenger. Wes is with him today, and they're going to finish this farm, and I think that's going to be it for the clover seeding today. And I'm going to head back to town. And I just want to thank everybody that's seen our videos, and thanks for watching this one. If you've taken the time, I know it's a little bit like watching paint dry sometimes. My videos are a little boring, but anyway, what I'm trying to do is show you what goes on in agriculture here in Kent and Lambton counties every year, and we're gonna try to see a few different things. And anyway, if anybody asks you about seeding clover on wheat, now you got a little idea, and you can say, yeah, I know about putting clover on wheat. I've been there, and I've seen that done. Anyway, we'll catch you on the next video.